1. Introduction to Procrastination and the Importance of Doing Hard Things. Scott Allan starts by addressing the pervasive issue of procrastination. He explains how procrastination holds us back from achieving success in various areas of our lives, both personally and professionally. He encourages the listener to recognize that the act of putting off difficult tasks is a major barrier to progress. Key point: procrastination stems from avoiding discomfort. Doing hard things first in your day will build a habit that not only helps in personal growth, but enhances productivity. 2. Why do we procrastinate? The author goes on to explain the psychological reasons behind procrastination. He points out that people procrastinate because they fear failure, dislike certain tasks, or feel overwhelmed. Instead of facing these challenges head-on, the tendency is to avoid them and tackle easier tasks. Key point: we procrastinate because we're not equipped to handle the mental and emotional discomfort that comes with difficult tasks. Allen explains that overcoming procrastination requires changing your mindset. 3. The power of doing the hard things first. Scott Allan introduces the concept of eating the frog, which is an old productivity method that encourages tackling the hardest task of the day first thing in the morning. By focusing on the most difficult or uncomfortable tasks first, you reduce the mental clutter and free up your energy for the rest of the day. Key point: doing hard tasks early in the day when your energy and focus are at their peak gives you a sense of accomplishment that propels you through the rest of the day. 4. The benefits of taming procrastination. Allen emphasizes the long-term benefits of overcoming procrastination. By mastering the habit of doing difficult tasks first, you will increase your productivity. You'll get more done with less mental struggle. Build mental toughness. The more you do difficult things, the easier it becomes over time. Boost your confidence. Successfully completing difficult tasks gives you a sense of accomplishment and builds self-confidence. Key point: procrastination is not just about laziness, it's about avoiding discomfort. By learning to tackle hard things first, you train your mind to overcome resistance. 5. The role of discipline and willpower. The next step in the book focuses on how developing discipline is key to overcoming procrastination. Allen argues that while motivation is essential, it is often fleeting. Instead, creating a system of discipline to perform difficult tasks consistently is what leads to sustained success. Key point: motivation alone is not enough. Discipline is what ensures that hard tasks get done, regardless of how you feel in the moment. 6 step-by-step system to overcome procrastination. Allen provides a simple, actionable plan for overcoming procrastination. Identify your most important task. At the start of your day, decide what the hardest, most impactful task is. Start with that task. Dive right into the most difficult task as soon as possible. The longer you delay, the harder it becomes. Break it down into smaller tasks. Large projects can seem daunting, so break them into manageable steps. Use the 5-minute rule. If you feel resistance, commit to just working on the task for 5 minutes. Often, starting is the hardest part, and once you begin, it becomes easier to continue. Reward yourself. After completing the difficult task, reward yourself with a break or something you enjoy. Key point: breaking tasks into smaller chunks and focusing on one small piece at a time makes daunting tasks more approachable and manageable. 7. How to build the habit of doing hard things. The book also delves into building a lasting habit of tackling difficult tasks first. Allan advises that consistency is key to making this a habit. Over time, as you push through the discomfort and make a habit of doing difficult things, it becomes part of your routine and feels less challenging. Key point: habits are formed through repetition. The more you practice doing hard things first, the easier it becomes, and the less mental energy you waste on procrastination. 8. Overcoming fear and mental resistance. Allan discusses the role of fear and mental resistance in procrastination. Fear of failure, judgment, and the unknown can all contribute to procrastination. He offers practical advice for breaking through these mental barriers by reframing fear as a part of the process rather than something to avoid. Key point: fear is natural, but it should not stop you. Embrace fear and use it as a motivator to push yourself through difficult tasks. 9. The power of commitment. Lastly, Allan stresses the power of commitment. When you commit to a task or goal, you make a mental contract with yourself to follow through, regardless of discomfort or obstacles. Building strong habits of commitment helps prevent procrastination from taking hold. Key point: make a commitment to tackle the most challenging tasks first. This commitment creates momentum that helps you power through tasks efficiently. 10. Conclusion: mastering the habit of doing hard things. Allan wraps up the audiobook by reminding listeners that mastering the habit of doing difficult things first is not an overnight transformation, but a gradual process. The key is consistency and perseverance. Key point: mastering focus and overcoming procrastination is a daily practice. It involves being aware of your resistance, taking action despite it, and continuously building your mental toughness. Takeaway for your YouTube summary: the key to beating procrastination and mastering the habit of doing difficult work is starting with the hardest task first. By overcoming resistance early in the day, breaking tasks into smaller steps, and building a strong commitment to completing difficult work, you can become more productive, confident, and mentally tough. This process is a gradual one that requires daily effort, but with consistent practice, you'll develop the habit of doing hard things, which will ultimately lead to greater success and personal growth.